Brought to you by CHM, a biblically based alternative to health insurance. Learn more at chministries.org/budget.
Well, my dad is going to leave my brother next to nothing when he dies, and he's not telling him.
How do you know? What did he tell you?
He told me that he set up a trust with a fiduciary and that he was going to leave different amounts to us 3 children in different ways. And then he told me he had set up some other things in the trust to protect it.
Okay. So you said that the brother's left out, but you just said he's going to leave something to the 3 of you. Is it a different amount of money, or tell us more?
Yes. He's going to, told me he's going to leave him $10,000.
And what did the other kids get?
I'm not sure because he hadn't said, but my sister, he didn't tell me how much. He just told me that he was going to give her a large lump sum because she's the most fiscally prepared for the future, most fiscally responsible, makes the most, handles her money the best.
Okay. What about you?
With me, he set up monthly payments basically for 25 years.
Oh, how much?
$3,500 per month.
Okay.
How old are you?
I'm 58.
58.
Yeah.
Okay. This sounds like your dad is pretty controlling. And it's a little bit gamesmanship, manipulative, the way he's handling all this. Does that sound right?
No, I would not describe him that way at all.
Then why isn't he just telling your brother?
I think it's because he has experienced a serious lack of respect. Mm-hmm. And things have happened in the past that have hurt an already struggling relationship that's struggled a lot, pretty much from the very beginning. And he just
How old is your
doesn't
brother?
want to do it. He's a year older.
Okay. All right. Well, wow.
But it's not like
number one, there is no one is entitled to an inheritance. It's your dad's money. He can do with it what he wants to do with it. Okay?
Right.
Even if someone else thinks it's weird, it's his money, and he can do with it what he wants to. He's trying to not stir up a problem with your brother, it sounds like, where there's already problems, and this would just throw gas on the fire, is what you're telling me. Okay?
Yes.
So I don't, and he didn't tell you. I think he puts you in an awkward position by you not having the information and not telling the brother. But I don't think he thought about that.
No, he knows because I brought it up. I told him that he was putting me in a really awkward position.
But you're not asked to administer it. You have a fiduciary. There's a trustee. So you're not, there's no way you get blamed because you're not in the line of fire. You're not having to administer this to your brother. The trustee will.
Does your other sister know that these are the plans as well?
Yes.
So maybe because here's where I'm getting at. I agree with what Dave said, but it's almost like he's not dealing with the problem now, but the problem will be yours when dad passes away because your brother... I don't know what kind of guy your brother is, but I would not want to, if I were you, I would not want to be in this situation where someone could feel resentment towards me for something that someone else didn't deal with. And now you're in the situation to have to say, well, I don't know why he did this. And that weight can be on you. That's the part of this that I don't like if I were sitting in your shoes.
I brought that up to him, and he said he was concerned for my safety. So he set up in the trust, as soon as he dies, I can either stay in the house for 3 months or I can move immediately and his trust will pay to get me out because he was concerned about...
I'm sorry, whose house are you in?
I live with my father. I had to move in with him 5 years ago to help him because he needs a live-in caretaker. I work full-time, but I moved across the country to help him 5 years ago. And I've tried, I did have a place on my own, but I was traveling 30 minutes one way to help him on a daily basis.
Now, would the narrative not be that your brother says, hey, because you were living with Dad, you talked him into this?
Yes, that's going to be the narrative.
But what about this? What threw me on what you said is the safety. He said if he's afraid for your safety, what kind of guy is your brother that he would say that?
Well, he's never been violent to me or to my dad or to my family members, but he's had violent interactions with other people on the other side of his family. And I have actually had to ask my brother to leave my dad's house at one point because he was verbally abusing him when I first came down here to help or came up here to help my dad.
How old is your dad? You said he's 80?
He's 83.
Okay. All right. Your dad is not handling this well. He owes you in return for your care of him. Even though it's not going to be pretty, he owes that it lands on him, and he needs to tell your brother while he's alive. Mm-hmm. And if I'm you, I'm going to demand that. Because this is this is going to land on you because of proximity. It's going to look like you talked him into doing all this.
Yes.
And so your dad is being a coward, and he's letting this land on you. And he I know he doesn't want to face it, and he could just send him a letter. He doesn't have to say, here's what I'm doing. I'm giving sister number 1 lump sum because she's responsible. I'm giving sister number 2 that takes care of me monthly because she's not as responsible. And since you and I don't have a quality relationship, I'm only leaving you this. Mm-hmm. And he needs to just send him a note that says that. And I love you, but you and I, as you know, have struggled for many years, and I am not going to bless that with my estate. So you need to know that in the front end. And this is my decision. Your sisters have had no input on this. I decided this with my lawyer, and this is what's happening. And let him take the brunt of this, so that the narrative is not reset in the vacuum, because that's what's going to happen. That piece of you living with him and taking care of him changes the conversation. Before, I was a little bit like, whatever. But now with you living there, it's going to look like you spent 5 years manipulating the old man into getting money and cutting a brother out after you had to throw him out for being verbally abusive. It's going to look like it's going to land on you. There's no question about it. And your dad needs to take care of that. That's unfair to you. If I was the old man involved, I'd be stepping up. This is The Ramsey Show.
CHM isn't health insurance. It's a health cost-sharing ministry. Check it out for yourself at chministries.org/budget.